Hello, guys. Today I want to talk to you guys about confidence, a very important topic and something that I've been thinking a lot about lately, just for the simple fact that I've been doing a lot of different things in my life lately, things that I haven't done before, going places I haven't gone before, meeting new people, and I'm realizing confidence is not something that is just given to you. It's not something that's just in your nature. It's not something that's just part of your personality. Confidence is something that is manufactured. So you can manufacture your confidence yourself, or your upbringing can, fortify your confidence or make it so that your confidence isn't really strong to begin with. But overall, confidence is something that you have a conscious decision to implement in your life. So confidence is something that you decide to be. And I think when we look at people, so say we see an attractive person, we see them walking in a public place, they might look confident in that moment. You might think that's a confident person, that person's attractive, they know they're attractive, they're confident. But just because they're confident, you're seeing them confident in that moment, walking, looking great, doesn't mean that they're a confident person in every aspect of their life. So one thing that I've learned is talking to attractive people. Just for one, attractive people, they look good, but in their own minds, they have a lot of moments where they feel like they don't look good. They have a lot of insecurity. A lot of the time, they'll walk into a room and they will not feel like the most attractive or most confident person in that room. But from the outside looking in, you might say, this person's always confident. Look at them looking good all the time. But in their mind, they might not always think that they look good or that they are worthy of being confident in that moment. That can go for people who are attractive, people who have lots of money, people who have lots of success. None of these outside things or none of these accomplishments will make you confident just inherently. Just being successful or being wealthy or being attractive or being any of these things will not just magically make you confident. You have to actively decide, I'm going to be confident. Just as an example, when I first moved into my house, where I am now, and I started going to the different stores like Wawa, the gas stations, the different just local places that people who live in the area go to, Walgreens, just those everyday businesses and restaurants. When I first started going to those places, I didn't feel confident. I didn't know anybody that worked there. I didn't know any of the locals. I didn't know anything, and it's something new. So even though throughout my life I had been a pretty confident person, just being in this new area and around these new people, I kind of felt like I didn't know where things were. I didn't feel like I knew who these people were, how they were looking at me, and I recognized that I'm in a different area now. So how I'm presenting might not be what people around me are used to. So that was a thing that was in my head. Now fast forward 2 or 3 years, and I walk into my local Wawa almost every single morning, and the staff, they know my name. The locals who go there every day like me, they know my face. Everybody's respectful, we speak, and it's just a more comfortable environment. I walk in there and I kind of feel like I belong there. I just feel confident. That's one example of how confidence is manufactured. But another example is me. I don't know, it's kind of a weird scenario, but when I started going out more and meeting new people and going to different events and things like that, I would go out to different cities and just do different things. So at first it was really uncomfortable for me because there's people in the area, in that area, that do those things all the time. They know everybody. They always go out to these events and they hang out with the same people. And I just felt like an outsider coming in and showing my new face. So in those moments, I just had to act confident. I had to act like I've always been in this area, I've always been around these people. I just, stood up straight and smile, put a smile on my face. And it's very easy for you to appear confident, but the thing is, I've recognized this with myself many times where I'm feeling anxious or I'm feeling tense, I'm feeling out of place, and I'll notice my my body language, and I'll notice how I'm standing or how I'm sitting, and I'm kind of like my shoulders are like in, I'm kind of like hunched over, I'm feeling like really tense, my body's tensed up, and my eyes are like looking around all quick and rapid, and I'm like, I don't feel confident, but I'm also not giving off the body language of somebody that's confident. And my brain is recognizing that I don't feel confident. So when I notice those things, I fix it. So if I'm like slouched over, or if I'm like, you know, kind of like tensed up, I'll put my shoulders back, put my head up, just like open up my chest, breathe deeply. I'll start, you know, looking around smoothly, looking people in their eyes, smiling at people, nodding at people, recognizing, you know, I'm here, you're here, hey, how are you doing? And that made me feel more confident. Even if initially I wasn't feeling confident, I changed up my body language and it made me more confident. So body language is a big part of being confident. Another big part of being confident is just noticing the things that you're insecure about. So you might be secure around a certain group of people, but insecure around another group of people. You might be secure and confident in one situation, but not feel like you belong in another situation. Recognize why you feel that way. A lot of the things that we can do to manufacture confidence, they will take time. It's not always as simple as just changing your body language, but body language is a big part of it. Doing things that make you feel good can make you more confident. Doing things that change your image and change how you feel about your self-worth, those will make you more confident. If you feel that like you're too thin, if you feel like you need some more muscle on you, some more presence, some more weight, then work towards that. Like start lifting or start eating more to gain more weight. If you feel like you have a little bit too much weight on you and that makes you more insecure when you're out around people, then work on that. You know, do some cardio, manage your calories. Or if you feel like you don't have the success that you really want in life, work towards that. Make yourself more successful, make yourself feel worthy of being in places that you want to be in. So when you're in those places, you don't feel like you're out of place and you don't belong. Just little things like that, like changing your appearance. Not saying that you have to go do some extreme things like plastic surgery or anything like that. But I think that as humans, we have a natural tendency to want to be healthy and want to be secure, want to be successful. If you think about it, what is going to make you look more healthy? What is going to make you feel more successful? Like, success is a basic component of what we seek to accomplish as humans. We seek to accomplish things, take on tasks, and just succeed and accomplish and push forward and improve. So think, what is going to make me feel a sense of accomplishment? What are some things that I can do that will improve my self-worth? So it doesn't always have to do with how people on the outside are perceiving you, but it really has to do with how you're perceiving yourself. Do you perceive yourself as somebody who is healthy, confident, successful, and worthy of, you know, respect? Are you worthy of your respect and the respect of those around you? So that's my whole thing on confidence. If you look around and you see people that you think are so confident and they're so confident in life, trust me, there are times when they walk into a room and they do not feel confident. There are times when I walk into a room and I do not feel confident. Confidence is something that is manufactured. It's something that is displayed, but it's not always something that we can inherently feel. No matter who you are, you will be confident in a situation, but you can change that. Everybody has the power to change that. So on confidence, work towards being confident. Don't expect people to just hand you respect and, you know, do things for you or say, wow, this person's confident, this person deserves this person deserves. Once you respect yourself, once you do things that help you respect yourself and be confident in yourself, then other people will catch on to that, and then they'll start to treat you that way. But thank you guys for watching. I will catch y'all in the next video. Mm-hmm.